In the ever-evolving world of global stardom, where every frame is curated and every appearance is meticulously designed, there are rare moments that cut through the noise, moments that reveal something raw, something real, something deeply human. Lisa, the international icon who has captivated millions on stage with her fierce presence, has just shared a series of everyday photos that feel more cinematic than orchestrated. And the internet, predictably, cannot stop talking about them. And perhaps that's what makes her presence so magnetic. Lisa doesn't simply perform for the world. She invites the world to glimpse her humanity. In every gesture, every detail, every fleeting moment caught on camera, she's telling a story. One that reminds us that even the brightest stars are most dazzling when they allow themselves to be human. The first image that ignited a storm across social platforms was disarmingly simple. Lisa crouching low to the ground, gently offering food to a stray cat. There was no grandeur in this frame, no glamorous backdrop, no dramatic lighting setup. Just a superstar connecting with vulnerability. Her fingertips, delicate and precise, carried a tenderness that felt more intimate than any choreography. A cluster of kittens pressed close, nuzzling her hand as though they instinctively recognized her softness. Her silver-gray sandals, retro in design and reminiscent of childhood summers, added an unexpected layer of innocence, an endearing contrast to the polished, world-touring performer fans are accustomed to seeing. Lisa, the global powerhouse, kneeling quietly to feed strays, that's the version of her I will remember, one fan wrote. Another echoed. Her patience with wild animals says everything about her character. In an industry often consumed by spectacle, it is in these smaller gestures that Lisa reveals the depth of her humanity. Yet, tenderness is only one side of the prism. Another photograph painted an entirely different mood. Lisa standing tall under a molten sunset, wrapped in a sheer lace suit, arms wide open as if embracing the horizon. The sky was ablaze in hues of gold and crimson, the ocean shimmering at her feet, while the fading light enveloped her silhouette like a halo. It was less a snapshot and more a still from an art house film. A portrayal of freedom, longing and transcendence all at once. And yet, even here, the defining detail was her frame. Slender ribs slightly visible, but radiating an undeniable strength rather than fragility. This paradox, delicate but not weak, slim yet resilient, has become one of the most debated topics around Lisa. Whether in an oversized pink sweatshirt zipped casually at the front, or in a white lace hoodie paired with shorts, her waistline remains unmistakably defined. In a simple white tank top, her ribs show prominently, sparking conversations. Some worry if she's too thin, while others marvel at her discipline and balance. She's lean, not frail, one fan argued. Her energy on stage proves she's in absolute control of her body. And perhaps that's the point. Lisa embodies a version of beauty that's both personal and unapologetic, a silhouette sculpted not for approval but for authenticity. But what makes these images even more captivating is the way they oscillate between the extraordinary and the ordinary. One frame captures Lisa post-concert, pink sweatshirt on, holding a cup of iced Americano with the nonchalance of a student finally done with exams. Her manicured fingers clutching the glass, her expression serene. She looks less like a superstar and more like the girl next door. In another, she snaps a mirror selfie. Red lips bold against porcelain skin, her wide eyes radiating innocence with a hint of mischief. Who could resist those eyes? A fan joked, teasingly referencing her rumored romance with the Louis Vuitton heir. Then there's the scene that melted the internet's heart. Lisa squatting on the floor of a store, intently comparing Hello Kitty dolls. After a careful process of elimination, she chose a guitar-playing puppy Plush, her decision-making process as earnest as a child picking their first toy. This juxtaposition, global fashion icon deliberating over cartoon dolls, reminds fans that beneath the fame, Lisa still carries pieces of youthful wonder. And yet, the pinnacle of romantic allure remains the Sunset series. Lisa, dressed in flowing lace, hair tousled by sea breeze, a frangipani flower tucked delicately behind her ear. A nod to her Thai heritage. A heart-shaped bag dangling from her arm gave away the subtext. Softness, femininity, perhaps even love. The internet, already buzzing with speculation about her rumored long-term relationship, interpreted the glow in her smile as the unmistakable aura of a woman in love. Girls in love shine differently, one fan mused. Even their laughter feels like sunlight. From a global perspective, Lisa's duality feels almost designed for modern fandom. Today's audiences don't just crave polished icons. They want authenticity, complexity, contradictions that mirror their own. On stage, Lisa is a powerhouse, commanding, flawless, unstoppable. Offstage, she is tender, playful, relatable. A woman who feeds stray cats, collects plush toys, and savors coffee after a long day. It's the same strategy that made Hollywood's Jennifer Lawrence beloved for her snack-loving candor, or K-pop's IU adored for her candid photos with friends. In the age of hypercuration, authenticity is the rarest commodity, and Lisa wields it effortlessly. Of course, controversy was inevitable. Some skeptics questioned whether these everyday posts are a calculated attempt to craft relatability. Supporters countered swiftly. Lisa has always shared glimpses of her daily life. This isn't new. Others debated her physique, wondering if it should even be a subject of public scrutiny. The more measured voices argued, her body is her choice. Focus on her artistry, her kindness. Those are the things that matter. Beyond debates, these images have sparked tangible influence. Fans are already recreating her pink sweatshirt look, her romantic white lace outfits, and even her beachside aesthetic with frangipani hair accessories. Lisa's power lies in her ability to bridge contrasts. She is at once the haute couture muse and the girl with a soft spot for kittens. She can stand as a force of strength under blinding stage lights and in the very next moment, sit quietly on a sidewalk scattering crumbs for strays. So now the question is yours. Which Lisa do you see? The global icon under golden sunsets, the devoted artist sculpting her craft, or the gentle soul feeding kittens by the roadside? Perhaps the answer is all of them, because Lisa is proof that authenticity, in all its contradictions, is the most powerful story of all.